So we all know the clash that's going on or that's happening right now between Tommy Lee and Masicka, right? And I'm over here and I'm wondering to myself because since artist names are being implemented into the clash, and it's like they getting the fair invitation to join the clash, so to speak, right? Such as the Alkaline and Vibes cartel. I don't know. Some people are saying this war was planned. Some people are saying it was orchestrated. And some people are saying, like the artists, Tommy Lee disrespect Masicka. Masicka just feel the need right now to defend himself. See, even though Masicka, he still have alliance with the Gaza camp, and in Masicka singles, people are saying he keep bigging up Vibes Cartel as boss and this and, but Tommy Lee did the same thing. He said the brought the boss. So was that a big up to Alkaline, even though he's you know no, I don't know, right? I'm just saying what I'm seeing out here in the media. So is this one of the cases where the war was orchestrated, or it was orchestrated for Tommy Lee to, like, kind of like throw Alkaline in the clash, and Masicka was supposed to respond, and the real clash, right, would have would have been Alkaline versus Masicka. See, and I seen some people go so far to say that Alkaline team or Alkaline should put out a song in the midst of what's going on right now, this atmosphere. And I'm like, and I'm hearing Vendetta fans saying this. Now I'm not gonna totally agree with them or disagree with them, but I'm saying this is not, it's not Alkaline fight right now. And if Alkaline do, like I said, put out a track or a diss track or a subliminal track, whatever the case may be. Especially if the track is a banger or a hit or whatever they call it. Then what's gonna happen? Then who should Masicka answer? Tommy Lee or Alkaline? Or who should it's weird. It's like who should answer who at this point? You know what I mean? So that in itself was crazy to me. So it's like Masicka put himself in you know, a rock and a hard place, so to speak. Because if you lose this clash to Tommy Lee, you know, it's like Alkaline wouldn't look on him again. Well, why? Then I should just clash Tommy Lee. On the other hand, Masicka is like he really can't lose this clash. Because if Masicka lose this clash with Tommy Lee, I'm not saying it's going to take away street cred or not, nothing to that sort. But, it's going to kind of like make Masicka look away, so to speak. You know what I mean? And I don't want the thing to get physical or nothing like that, but I'm just saying from a lyrical standpoint, you know, why I don't know, you know. And I know people want to see the clash with Masicka versus the Alkaline or Alkaline versus Masicka more than this right now. Like, right? This clash with Tommy Lee and Masicka. So whether it's orchestrated or why Masicka decide to answer Tommy Lee, whatever, people gonna always ask questions. No, I don't know. You know what I mean? But people are talking, man. They're saying, the streets is talking. And if Masicka lose this clash now, how is it gonna look? How is it gonna look on his resume? You know. Because remember, it's not the first time Vibes Cartel, as to what Tommy Lee is saying. And remember, Masicka saying Tommy Lee's a snitch and all these things, right? Or his information is out there. His records. It's kind of crazy. you So Masicka is saying Tommy Lee's a snitch, and Tommy Lee, he did things that people could question. Actually, you know, when it comes to Masicka, you really can't, or even if that's the case, that would be something we would have to find out. But it's like Tommy Lee file is out there, so certain lines where Masicka was punching Tommy Lee in his diss songs. That's what I'm saying. Masicka keep referencing to certain things. One of the things I think that that went by a lot of people, was when Masicka talk about he mentioned scamming too. I can't remember if he mentioned it to the fact that like his money slow up or whatever. But remember the one point Tommy Lee you get bringing for the whole scamming thing too behind. That's why Masicka argument is like Tommy Lee broke. So that's why you want to clash. And Alkaline is gonna, and Tommy Lee saying that he's only wiring Masicka because Masicka disrespect Vibes Cartel. See? So, and that's why Masicka is, I think to me personally, that's why he's not going outright dissing Vibes Cartel. Because Vibes Cartel, even though this clash is happening right now, I haven't seen Vibes Cartel said anything to, you know what I mean? So, it's like everybody's just watching and waiting to see what's going to happen. But, to me personally, I'm like, yo, if Masicka lose this, it's not going to look good on his resume. And it's kind of like, why would you put your career on the line to clash Tommy Lee if Tommy, you know what I mean? But we see this happen. That's why I like boxing, because sometimes it's just the better opponent win. Who train, who practice, who put in the work. It is, it is what it is. But yeah, man. People are saying if Masicka loses this one right now, it's not gonna look good, and definitely will look good on Tommy Lee, resume. But we just have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see, people. But I guess it's one of them things that we're Masicka pick up something though, right? And it might be too heavy for him to carry, or Masicka, I will just deal with this, and just another little bump, in his career, or something like ECOP, something that he just had to, I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing in the media right now. People say this clash. That's why it's like everyone wants to like see Masicka lose. That's why Masicka referenced in the song. He said everybody want to kill Masicka. Everybody. Right? But that's what it is. Sometimes when you're the main target, when you're the spotlight, when you're the king or the goat, that's what it comes with the territory, so to speak. The only person people are saying that's living up to that hype and that hope right now is Alkaline, because he challenged the very man that Tommy Lee said send him out to clash Masicka, or he got the green light, I guess. And we see how Masicka deal with Vibes Cartel, even before Vibes Cartel send out the 6. The 6 camp. So, but that's for next story, because remember, you have to remember when Alkaline was clashing the 6, he said, in one of his diss tracks, he said, bullet for your Bullet for, we said bullet for someone who sent you for this smear. Bullet. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. You know. But how can I have a large music catalog? Maybe I have to start go back and listen to some of them Clash tune right now. Since we're in the atmosphere. But I listen to different songs from artists because, like I said, musical catalog, you know, is that huge. But I could remember in one of his this song, he said something next time. Come know it's like he was referencing to like know who sent you, you know, and that's why, you know, I step out and deal with, you know, on a career that way there. See, so it's not the first time Vibes Cartel. Alkaline already made it known that it was like if Vibes Cartel sent out the six, you know, to go against him, you know. So, and that's why next door because, yeah, squashing, you know, the 6 day was dissing up Alkaline, Movado, and Jamil. Even when there was the MVP and all these things, some of these tunes that they released, it was dissing up the artists them, you know. But I mean, the artists them, they're not gonna come out here and speak on it or speak on certain things because that's what Masicka is telling Tommy Lee right now. It's like you're a rat, you know. So, and everyone know your record, you know. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. You know, this is why I'll be telling artists, man, if you want to go up in a clash or a lyrical showdown with other artists, know who you know what I mean? But it is what it is, people. You know, you guys let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. But what y'all think? Masicka losing this clash to Tommy Lee will hurt him more than Tommy Lee winning the clash, or it's not going to hurt Masicka in no way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, Masicka is dealing with the clash a certain way and dealing with Tommy Lee and the whole Gaza Nation a certain way right now. You know what I mean? That we not even worried. You know what I mean? It's Tommy Lee to be worried and, you know, forward with some lyrics and some serious, you know what I mean? Because I know him even respond to certain things or him even, you know, address certain things that the people, you know, in a certain, but, you know, it's either here nor there for me. Like I said, you know, I'm just looking from outside in, but I think Masicka really have the upper hand right now. You know, I would agree with that. But, you know, Tommy Lee, like I said, he's still in the fight because he's still punching. He's still, and the thing is, we would have to wait for Tommy Lee to respond to Masicka's last single that he just released, right? To hear what Tommy Lee I go forward with. So, you know, I just one of them things. And I don't want Masicka putting out this or his team or I don't know what strategy they're using, but just lower the thing, let it just happen, whatever, even if it was planned. Just let it play out. Let's see if it's gonna, you know, because who knows? Some good things turn out to be bad and some bad things turn out to be good. That's what I can say. But anyway, people, you guys let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, right? The clash that people really want to see is Alkaline Masicka, but we got, you know, Tommy Lee Masicka. You know, are we gonna get the Alkaline versus Masicka? I don't know. Especially, like I said, if Masicka doesn't, you know, or if he don't win this clash with him and Tommy Lee, should Alkaline clash Masicka still? Even if he call out Alkaline name again, you know, again, I should say, outright. I don't know. But you guys let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Alright, people? That's our viral media. Checking in with you guys, and I'm about to check out right now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I'm out, people.